Hello YouTube, this is about the 5th take of this. My phone keeps running out of memory. Hello YouTube, this is about the 6th take of this. My phone keeps running out of memory. I've just got back home from school, or 6th form, which is why I'm wearing a suit. And the reason I'm uploading today is, first of all, because I've not uploaded on this weekend, and second of all, one of my friends at 6th form who watches my video got really annoyed at me that I'd not uploaded, so hello! But I had an idea for a video anyway. While I've been revising, because that's the reason I've not been uploading, I've been revising because it's mock exam week this week, and I want to treat it like a real exam. While I've been winding down on a night, I found this channel. It's a channel. This guy reviews animated comedies, not animated comedies. This guy reviews animated shows, and he goes through, like, he's got two main shows, or the two main shows I watch, called Animated Atrocities and Admirable Animation. I personally think he should change the name of the second one because it's slightly hard to say. Anyway, I was watching an Admirable Animation episode, and it was about a show I had not seen in a while because I've grown up and the show's for kids, so I stopped watching it. Simple as, yeah, makes sense? Okay. And this show, I totally forgot about it, like, I don't know why, because I remember one episode, this one episode that stuck with me for pretty much life, and if a show can do that from the age of 7 to 18, it's good, okay? That's my basis of it. In fact, I bet I was younger than 7 when I started watching it. I bet I was. I bet I was probably about 5. And it stuck with me this long. But this show is called Arthur. And anyone who hasn't watched it, if you've got younger kids, if you've got younger brothers or younger sisters or younger family members, use them as an excuse to watch it, okay? It's not aimed at adults, it's not for adults in any way, but it's just a show that you've got to experience. You probably won't enjoy it because you're an adult, but it's a show you've got to experience. If you haven't already, because apparently it was quite big. But Arthur was a show. It used to be on when I got home from primary school, and I used to just straight away TV on and watch this show. Used to watch that show, and then they think, oh, you used to watch Blue Peter or something like that. I used to watch it, and this show, it's not special because of what it is, it's special for what it tackles. You imagine a show like a drama or a sitcom, or a soap opera, to tackle major issues. This kids show did. This 90s kids show tackled major issues. Right, and most of the issues were issues that are still quite taboo today. And the fact they did it without any backlash whatsoever, I find incredible. Now, I'll get onto the episode that sticks with me. But it tackles things like depression, it tackles terrorism, or the fear of terrorism. It tackles people's emotions, it tackles religion, it tackles any sort of thing you can think of. And it did it so well. It was incredible. If it's not aired now, I don't know why. If they cut it, I don't know why. It wasn't offensive, it wasn't, unsavoury, it was essentially the perfect show. So yeah, if it better still be airing now, it better. But this episode that stuck with me, it's called April 9th. The episode was called April 9th. And it was about, the actual episode was about 9/11. Strange, I know. And it was about the show, the school had burnt down. It was a microcosm for 9/11. And it showed how different people reacted. Like the people in the people in the school, and there was one person, Arthur's best friend, I think his name was Buster or something. he didn't, he got up late for school, and he missed it. And the fact that they covered that person's view is incredible, because most of the time that's the view that you don't get to see, the view of the person who wasn't there, and how they react to the fact that they weren't there. And they did it spot on, like spot on. And the reason it sticks with me is because Arthur starts getting like nightmares and starts really panicking, and his dad said, "Don't worry," because he was scared that his dad was going to die in a fire. And his dad says to him, "Don't worry. You know what I used to do when, I was about your age? And I used to, when I was worried that one of my family members wasn't going to come back." And Arthur goes, "What?" And he tells him, "I used to scrunch up a piece of paper and throw it in the bin. And if I did that and hit the bin and got into the bin, more times than it dropped than I missed, they were going to come home fine." And he says, "One day I forgot to do it." And he says, "Do you know what happened?" And nothing happened. It sounds stupid, but it can be quite good for tackling it, for coping. I think I did it for my first exam, when you do your first exam. I think I did it for that. And it calmed me right down. I've never done it since. I did it for one exam, I think. I think that's all I did it for. But it worked. I don't know if it was placebo or what, but the fact that it worked, and the fact that I got it from a kids' show, of all things, I think it's great. Get people to watch this show. I want this show back if it's off the air. If it's not off the air, brilliant. The show's doing good. But hey ho, it's great. I will leave a link to the guy's channel down below. But until then, watch that show, or get your younger family members to watch that show. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and subscribe. Like this video, and comment on it. Comment on some of your, maybe your favourite Arthur episodes if you've watched Arthur. Or even some more kids shows that did the same thing. Smart Water video will be up hopefully this week. Trying to push it out. But until next time, goodbye YouTube.